Yanji, she suggested that I get some kind of record of this. We were talking about the ghost, Anji the ghost. The ghost and the ninja are yin and yang to each other. They forever revolve around each other, but it depends on how that works for them to be positive or good. The example was that I took a top and I spun it on the floor, and they were just spinning around each other, and they weren't going anywhere. But as far as perspective goes, you tilt that thing up on its side and they support each other, and then they can go wherever they want to, just rolling over each other like acrobats or performers of some kind. Now, the other thing to think about is the light and the dark. Anji is in the dark. She is the spot of light in it. And Ian is the dark with the spot of light in it. This is bounced back and forth a couple of times with polarity changes and meaning, how they relate to each other. But Ian is the ghost's shadow. Ian is the shinobi. Ian is the ninja. He is the shadow of the ghost. The ghost casts no shadow, but has one. The ghost's shadow is lethal. Only when the ghost is in darkness, her shadow can be anywhere. When the ghost is in the light, they are separated. When the ghost shines, they are separated. When the shadow shines, there is balance. Because that's what it really needs to be, is the balance. Pardon me. So you can also look at the shadow cast, depending on your direction and the direction of your light source. You can walk following your shadow with the light behind you. You can walk beside your shadow with the light from your other side. You can walk ahead of your shadow with the light facing you. You can back away from your shadow. You can walk. You can back into your shadow. And there is a prophecy about a strangling. The shadow strangles Anji. Shadow hands. This puts the shadow behind her, holding her back. shadows are cooler than what's in the light, and they will sap energy. They take energy. It's a restoration of balance. They cool, light heats. So the balance is important. So you don't get too hot or too cold. But the shadow holds the ghost back. If the shadow shines, then they can walk together. I keep saying the shadow. I really don't want to use the shadow. I would prefer the ninja or the shinobi. But like really, it just keeps coming back to that. The shadow, because that's what it is to be ninja. Is to be like the shadow, unseen, without form, not substance necessarily, but to be able to accomplish things. It's more like a shadow creature, which is much better. A living shadow. The living shadow. That works pretty well. The living shadow, or yeah, I like that. The living shadow. The ghost and the living shadow. Because ghosts aren't alive, although she is, but I mean, that's where the concept, the ghost and the living shadow. Because she is such a good ninja that people perceive her to be a spirit. The spirit that casts no shadow, but has one. Or well, spirits don't cast shadows. They can't cast shadows. It's the only way you know she's human, except she never casts a shadow. The ghost will never let her shadow be seen. It's a giveaway. And should the living shadow of the ghost be seen, you can bet that it would be punished for such a thing. As has been the case. It's if Ian is the living shadow, and he is seen, he gives away. That's the other thing, is if Ian gives away, if he tells or betrays the shadow or the ghost, then she'll be very upset with it. I put my yin yang inside of a gear to show it's more than just spinning around itself, that it can be used as a utility or as a generator, as a wheel of motion, productive force. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know what I got left after that. I'm kind of tired.